Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. Ready for all seasons? The Kawasaki Ridge XR Crew Limited HVAC side-by-side keeps cool in the summer, dry in the rain, and warm in the winter. Conquer any trail, creek, or blizzard while staying comfortable the whole way. Check one out today at Sahara Motors. We will see mostly fair skies today. We will see the high today around 48 degrees. The White Pine County Commission on a 4-1 vote yesterday fired Finance Director Kathy Workman. The vote comes during the busiest time of the year for the county as budget submission to the state is upcoming very quickly. This is Commission Chair Paula Carson.
I would like to thank Kathy Workman for her service to the county, but I believe what has already been discussed today regarding Kathy Workman's work performance, as well as the fact that this board's priorities and organizational direction have evolved. I believe that a change in departmental leadership is appropriate at this time. Therefore, I move that the board end Kathy Workman's at-will employment as a department head with the county, effective today at 12 noon.
The only negative vote on the 4-1 vote came from County Commissioner Janet Vancamp, who resigned from the commission during the closing public comment and aimed comments at the 4 remaining commissioners on their treatment of county staff.
It's an abuse of power, and it's the steel-toed jackboot of oppression on the throats of county employees. I've watched commissioners micromanage staff to the point of paralysis. I've watched hardworking employees shut down their ideas and not speak up because they feel they're going to be punished. I've watched morale collapse and under constant interference, hostility, and ego. This is not how true leaders lead.
The other major item on yesterday's agenda saw the attempt to restrict public comment at the beginning of the meeting to agenda items lost by a 3-2 vote. A 2-3 vote, rather. Only Commission Chair Paula Carson and Vice Chair Tim Pauley voted for that item. In other news across the state, the Elko Police Department reported 2 arrests on Tuesday. Officers took Sean Herzog of Elko into custody on a charge of luring a child or person with a mental illness using a computer. Due to the seriousness of the charge, the Elko SWAT team called in. Police say Herzog initially refused to come out, but was arrested after a distraction device was deployed. Earlier in the day, Corey Pavlik of Spring Creek arrested following a traffic stop near Mountain City Highway. A police canine alerted to narcotics, and officers reportedly found about 17 grams of methamphetamine. Pavlik booked into the Elko County Jail on drug and paraphernalia charges. State of Nevada's moved to dismiss a lawsuit filed by the Trump administration over access to the state's voter rolls. The motion filed Wednesday in response to a Justice Department request seeking Nevada's full computerized voter registration list covering nearly 2.2 million voters. State officials say they have offered to provide publicly available voter data through normal procedures, but refuse to release sensitive information such as Social Security numbers, driver's license numbers, or ID card data. Nevada argues the DOJ has misapplied federal law and failed to properly justify its request, adding that the data sought is protected under multiple federal privacy statutes. The push toward electric vehicles losing steam as federal EV tax credits expired last month and charging problems persist across much of the Silver State. EV driver and blogger Scott Allison says much of the state's charging network no longer works. While planning a trip north, Allison reviewed all 29 fast charging sites built under the Nevada Electric Highway Program and found only 7 still operational. He confirmed multiple charges offline in places like Alamo, Amargosa Valley, Jean, and Indian Springs. The failure leaves gaps of more than 200 miles on major routes, forcing EV drivers to detour through California or risk running out of power. Allison says while Tesla has expanded charging along I-15, rural Nevada has largely been left behind. A judge has set an emergency hearing for February 4th as Southern Nevada residents seek to stop part of the state's water conservation law. The lawsuit challenges rules requiring the removal of so-called non-functional grass and limits on irrigation by the end of the year. The residents claim enforcement by the Southern Nevada Water Authority has led to the loss of thousands of trees and millions of dollars in damage. They argue SNWA is overstepping its authority by deciding which grass must be removed and say homeowners have no way to appeal those decisions. If the judge grants a temporary restraining order, SNWA would temporarily lose the power to label grass as non-functional. At 18 minutes past 8 o'clock for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.